The Crystal Sage is honestly one of the most annoying bosses in Souls history. White Dragon Breath this, Omen Crystal Soulmass that. So you know what? We're gonna pull off a heist. One of identity. It's time to unleash her. Meet Sage. She's not very powerful right now, but her only goal is to become more powerful than the Crystal Sage ever could, and to do it with her tools, only starting with the Sage's Rapier. Our first challenge isn't what you'd expect. It's actually the Crystal Lizard, who's resistant to magic. So the solution we find is to lead it off the edge, which gives us a Titanite scale, as well as a big chunk of change. The boss here needs us to fray him, but he also isn't nice to us. It's a test, although an easy one that can be wiped away with the flick of our hand. Even when the parasite on its back takes full control, nothing really changes for us. So we destroy our first boss. We then trade our lives with the Swordmaster, and grab some items that are useful for later. This is where we go to upgrade our weapon, because we've realized Titanite scales are our upgrade material of choice. And then we head to Highwall. Just so you guys know, this video is a little shorter on purpose, due to some extringent circumstances. Some explanations of areas might be short, or gone outright, so sorry. Next week's video will be good, I promise. Highwall is very, very easy for us. A clone made to become powerful. Well, okay, it's not that easy, but we still do some cool things. There are quite a few items here, and Vort is just down the road. As a boss with nothing in particular relevant to us weakness or resistance wise, Vort dies pretty easy. We level intelligence more, and continue into the Undead Settlement. The dogs here, although not instantly dying, take enough hit stun and damage to set our victory in stone, at least against these guys. Not against some other enemies. Hey, get off! We're getting lots of drops against these hollows, and that's because the Crystal Sage's Rapier increases drop chances. So we get decked out in gear. That'll change a lot, since this isn't me. So my armor is free game. As we get to the Greatwood, our damage is quickly falling off. This weapon seems lackluster, and the intelligence scaling only helps our magic damage a little. Nonetheless, after my last run, I have too much experience against the Greatwood, so the bad damage is only a minor concern. And the Transposition Kiln is the only reason we're taking on this boss. The Sage doesn't care about things that don't make her stronger. Moving on, we drop down to the bridge, and yeah, I meant to do that. We get sidetracked with Siegward, and grab the Chloranthy Ring. The Road of Sacrifices, more like running through the entire area of sacrifices. Jokes are hard, man. Crystal Sage is going to be an odd mirror fight. Wait, mirror fight? Why does she look like that? My clone specifications must have been off. Well, at least I know its weaknesses. Parrying the Sage will stop it from leaving, except to phase transition. After the fight, we scavenge a scroll from the Sage, and learn Crystal Hail. And if you couldn't tell, we took its hat. And you might think that we've done it, right? We've killed the Sage, and stolen its identity. But there's another Sage to destroy, plus we're still imperfect. We learn how Crystal Hail is useful here, where in tandem with our attacks, we can stunlock our NPCs here, which means even when our individual hits don't do much, our cumulative damage is really good. There's some more Estus items in the graveyard, and outside the cathedral is just some simple movement. The deacons are annoying for the Sage. It's a shame we had to copy such a weak but annoying boss, because that's all we can do, is annoy the deacons. There's a Ravenous Lizard we take out in Farron Keep for some more Titanite scales, and then we grab a scroll in Farron Keep to keep Orbeck happy. Wait, when did he get here? Also purchased from him is Soul Greatsword, because that's another spell we need. The Abyss Watchers aren't too hard to hit with our mix of Greatsword and our faster Rapier. And so Phase 1 is taken down with some help, and Phase 2 is taken down all on our own. The Catacombs and Irithyll are easy to run through. So, we kill Logan for his scroll, and kill Yorm to be able to wield yet another tool, Soul Spear. The magic clutch ring is right behind this wall in Irithyll, and Pontiff is an easy parry fest, with some sorceries to take out the clone. And Aldrich, although very magic resistant and tanky, seems to take pity on us, and doesn't really do any threatening moves. So we kill her, and head to Dancer. Dancer goes down to a mix of slashing and spearing, and so does the Dragon Slayer armor. Now, we have one more thing to take out. The Sage in the Archives has something we want, and once we get the Crystal Scroll, we get Homing Crystal Soulmass from Orbeck. Now that the Sage is gone from the place it once inhabited, gone from the institution of Lothric, we can take our rightful place as its greatest sorcerer.